And let's go. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Welcome back to the channel, Mr. By the Mile. I'm about to share with you guys what I've got going on this weekend. We're getting ready, and Rody is most definitely, absolutely, and positively ready to go. Yes, sir. So we should have an interesting live stream today. I'm going to talk about pretty much anything that you guys want to talk about. We're going to talk whiskey. We're going to talk cigars. We're going to talk trucking. I just got back home from work I think I got home about an hour and a half ago. What time is it? Yeah, about an hour and a half ago, I got back from Sacramento. If you guys were in the live stream yesterday while I was in the hotel in Sacramento, we got a lot of good questions out of the way. And now we're at home chilling. The wife is doing a little laundry. She just want to go pick up food right now. She was like, babe, just chill. I'm going to go get food. I was like, thanks. She didn't have time really to cook just yet because she's been preparing for our weekend. So, and then this guy decided he was going to take a piss on our sofa. So I had to get the sofa, or my wife had to get the sofa nice and clean. Its sheets are about, or the cover for the cushion is going to be out of the laundry here in a little bit, and then we'll cover that back up. I'm going to help her cover it up because sometimes this thing is a bitch to cover up. So, anywho, it was all this dude's fault. He's the freaking culprit. I need to find my tripod. Here it is. So that we can sit and chill, have a little discussion. Let me grab that. Oh, look at this thing already. Look, this thing broke. I forgot that this thing broke. I got this thing on TikTok. Guys, beware of freaking things on TikTok. Like, yeah, just be careful. You never know what the hell you're getting into around here with TikTok. So, yeah, just watch out for that. We're going to give people time to jump into the live. But what I have here is I got this bib and tucker and a liga privada. And then I'll be trying this cigar for the very first time. It's called a Partagas. So I'm going to try this. It had really good reviews on Cigars International. So I am going to try that for the first time this weekend. Of course, I'm going to enjoy my Liga Privada. I already got the carne for the weekend, so we're ready to go as far as that goes. I think you guys can still hear me pretty well from right here while I set up my tripod. I actually hit live before I wanted to go live, and I wasn't just going to stop going live. So let me get this tripod set up here for you guys. If you have any questions about trucking, I'm going to answer your questions right now in just a moment. I'm going to let you guys know how vacation works and accrued time off. So accrued time off, ATO. What's wrong with this screen, dude? Let me clean the screen. My bad, guys. Let me clean that. All right. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's a lot better. All right. So ATO, right? Over here where I'm at, ATO, you know what? I'm gonna sit in that chair. I think that'll be a better setup for you guys. As far as ATO, when we work a tour, we call them tours over here, all right? So, for example, yesterday I ran to Sacramento. That's one tour. I come back from Sacramento. That's another tour. So a one work shift, right, counts as a tour, right? When we have 6 tours, we get 58 hours off. When we do 12 tours, we get 70 hours off. Okay, that's how that works. And we can use our tours any way that we want. So for example, let's say I worked 12 tours. But first, let me get this one out of the way for you. So vacation counts as a tour. A sick day, I believe, also counts as a tour. But vacation for sure counts as a tour. All right? That does count as a tour. So I have With my vacation, I have 9 tours. So I'm going to go back to work Tuesday, right? So when I work Tuesday and Wednesday, that's 10, 11, right? So I really only get 58 hours off. I'm not going to work Thanksgiving, but we get holiday pay for the day of Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving. So I'm going to save my ATO for Thanksgiving. I'm going to work the day after Thanksgiving so I can get holiday pay. It comes out to $31.68 an hour times, if you work, it's times 12, okay, for holiday pay. When we take vacation, the way they calculate our vacation is our average annual income, and then they figure out what that is per day. So some of us, we only get $350. Some of us get $400. Just depends what you work. The way I work, I get what is it? 450, 455 a day, I think. Something like that. I'll let you guys know when it comes. I can actually pull up a pay stub and look at that, but yeah. So if you like take time off, like you're off on workman's comp or something, it's not going to be so great. Like for example, I was out for 6 months, right? So for me, I'm only getting something like 400, right? But if I had stayed working the whole year, I'd be right around 455, 450, somewhere around there. So I mean, it's still not bad. I mean, it's pretty good as far as vacation goes. Now for sick and holiday, that's $31.68 an hour times 8 hours. If you work a holiday, and if you're just a workaholic, you want to work the holidays, which I've done before, I easily make $1,000 in a day. And like when I was up in Beaver working the holiday, dude, I made like $1,200 in a day. It was freaking awesome. I did that both on Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving. So I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. Once that check hit, I was like, thank God, bro. But I ain't working this Thanksgiving. I'm going to work the day after Thanksgiving. I ain't working the day of Thanksgiving. I'm going to be with the family and enjoy my kids, enjoy my wife, enjoy the family. That's what I'm going to do, you know. That's how I'm spending my Thanksgiving. I'm going to be off and then on Thanksgiving, and then I'll get my holiday pay the day after Thanksgiving. So it's cool. I mean, vacation still counts as if you worked. Sick day, I'll check with you guys on that. I'm not sure. I have to look that up and ask about that. But yeah, not too bad, right? Look at this dude. Have you guys ever heard of this stuff here? Bib and Tucker. So I told the guy, I was like, look, I really like Knob Creek. I really like Jefferson's Reserve. I like Buffalo Trace. Those are like my 3 go-to whiskeys. Like I pretty much only drink those whiskeys. Scotch, I was looking at this $99 bottle of scotch and I was like, nah. A bottle of whiskey, it just depends. Like this thing's probably gonna last me 2 months, maybe a month. I don't know, it just depends. But I'm thinking more like 2 months, this thing. Over the weekend, I might have two to 4 glasses, right? 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. I bought 2 cigars for the occasion. So got that Liga Privada and then that other one. But have you guys ever had Bib and Tucker? It says, during America's rough and tumble early days, your finest attire was referred to as Bib and Tucker, your finest attire. So when you were dressed up nice, ready to go out, night on the town, meet some new people with the people that you're used to being with every day, it's called a Bib and Tucker when you get all nice and razzle-dazzle out, right? Bib and Tucker bourbon is artificially crafted and patiently aged for 6 years in Tennessee. So, sounded pretty good, but what sold me is it says notes of vanilla and chestnut. I like vanilla. I guess I like chestnut, but I figured let's give it a shot. Then he was trying to sell me this other whiskey, and I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to spend an arm and a leg on no whiskey. I told him, I'm going to take your recommendation. If it's good, I'll come back next month or the month after and I'll come and get that bottle too. So it's probably going to be more like 3 months from now. But I usually only buy myself, usually buy like 2 bottles and they'll last me a few months. I actually still have a bottle of tequila from 4 months ago, 5 months ago. Yeah, still freaking sitting there. I haven't finished that. I'm more of a whiskey guy though. I think the longest I've shelved a bottle of whiskey after opening it was like 4 months, like 4 or 5 months. So that is going to be very tasty, I think. I know the cigars are going to be tasty. And then with the meat that I ordered for this weekend, it's going to be good. Now, I'm going to make a video, a travel video, going to Big Bear, right? For Mr. By the Mile. But I'm making another video that I'm actually putting just a little bit more energy into because I'm starting another YouTube channel. And I actually already created a short on there and it got a lot of hits. It actually did really well. My very first video on that channel is a short. And I mean, for a first video to get 2,000 views and 85 likes, I think is pretty good. So I think the travel channel is going to do a lot, but I think I'm going to enjoy it more too. This channel, honestly, is my baby. Like 8,000 subscribers over the course of 6 years. Yeah, I think you guys would probably say that sucks, and it does. It probably does suck. But I've enjoyed creating trucking content for you guys and being able to show people what being a union driver is like, what being a Melton flatbed driver is like, what being a JB Hunt driver was like, what being a night transportation driver was like. And it's been awesome. Like, even if it doesn't hit big, like my kids have something to look back on. You all have something to look back on in the future. Like, especially if trucking ever goes away or you like union trucking disappears altogether, then it's going to be cool for people to see what it was like. And hopefully it'll put a fire in them to like, hey, let's bring union trucking back, right? Because how many truck drivers can make $1,000 in a day anymore on holiday? I mean, not that many, and that's sad. I think every truck driver that has to be out there over the road needs to get a significant holiday pay increase, needs to get a significant amount of money, no matter whether you're union or non-union. I'm not here to sit here and tell you I'm better because I'm union. No, that's not true. I know very, very good drivers that are non-union drivers that I've learned a hell of a lot from. In fact, I've learned more from non-union drivers than I did with some of the trainers I've had here as a union driver. But the amount of experience that my union brothers and sisters have had here have been very, very valuable to me. They've given me tips that I otherwise would never have received being in the non-union sector, not because non-union is less than union. That's not what I'm saying. But just because we deal with a heck of a lot more around us as far as on the dock. And then as a road driver, like I learned so much when it came to being physical labor, right? Because I was on the dock for 8 months. And then I came here, I said, the dock's not for me. I want to be a road driver. And that's how I like to make my money, is as a road driver, right? That's just what I enjoy doing. I prefer to be over the road. Like I said, I made other videos where I don't want to be doing this for 27 years, you guys. Like, I don't want to be doing this for 30 years. Like, I don't want to work any job. Nobody does, right? Nobody wants to work a job 20 years, 30 years. Like, we want to enjoy our families. We want to enjoy our pets, right? We want to enjoy our kids. We want all the benefits without hard work. But like, I'm here to tell you that time that I took off on workman's comp, being off for a year, like, I needed it. My body needed it. Shoulder. Like, I had been working for a significant amount of time with a torn shoulder. So I was just going like stir crazy, even though like I was doing YouTube videos and I had something to keep me busy every day. I need to work. I need to do something, like working on the house, whatever, right? But I like to do something that is of monetary value, right? Being here at home, working, sitting on a workman's comp check is only so much money, right? Working, right? Getting dirty, doing the damn thing, where as a truck driver, pay fluctuates, but I can make more money or I can choose to take time off, make a little less money, right? Like you have a choice as a truck driver. Every company tries to cap you like, hey, you're only gonna make this much, especially in the winter when it slows down in LTL. You guys know how it is, all you LTL drivers, you know what's up. Every company tries to cap you, but truck drivers, for the most part, we like to tell people like, well, I make my own check, man. I've been driving for 3,500 years. I make my own check, dude. But I mean, we do what we can, right? Rhodey's trying to say hi. Say hi, Lee Rhodes. Say hi to everybody. Say what's up, Lee Rhodes. These dachshunds are something else. But if you guys have any more questions about vacation pay, about how it counts as a tour, what a tour means, all that stuff, ask away. And then I'm going to go live in Big Bear. And I'm also going to be filming a video for my new channel. Again, I'm not disclosing the new channel name just yet. All I'm going to tell you is it's very similar to my current name, Mr. By the Mile. Mr. By the Mile is a brand that a lot of truck drivers are actually familiar with. And I thank you guys who watch me. I hopped on TikTok and I seen these people who've got like 80,000 followers on TikTok, 90,000, 100,000. I get in there, I say hi, and they know who I am. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I appreciate you guys for watching, man, and subscribing. I noticed that, I mean, even though I don't get a whole lot of views anymore, it's because I took a long break from YouTube. I took like a 6-month break from YouTube. So I'm starting it back up again. I think I've only made like 3 videos and probably like 8 shorts or something like that since I started making videos again. So they're going to get out there again and probably start generating some more views eventually. Actually, the second video I made got like 1.6K views. My shorts do really, really well. Why? I have no idea, but YouTube is really just pushing shorts. For some reason, I think it's like the average American attention span is so damn short. People just like shorts. Like, I like you or I don't. Okay, bye, bye. It's that TikTok brain, I guess. I don't know. But shorts are actually also pretty fun to make. And when it comes to shorts, I use TikTok. I download it and then I upload it to YouTube just because I like TikTok's editing platform. I picked up a tip on a new app that I can use for editing videos from 50 Plus Trucking, the Walmart driver. So Don, thank you for that, bro. And I'm gonna start using that. There's like a monthly payment. I think it's like $8 a month or something like that. But I downloaded that and I'm gonna start using that, see how it is. It's just like, it's finicky when you're trying to learn anyways, just freaking YouTube content creator talk. So anyways, I'm gonna have a good weekend. I hope all of you enjoy your weekend. Hopefully, or not hopefully, I know I'm gonna be off for Thanksgiving and then I'm gonna work the day after Thanksgiving. So you guys know we get holiday pay 12 hours for working the holiday. We get 12 hours on top of everything we do. So I usually average 450. I take that back. We're talking just miles, okay? Like for example, today, my miles were $336, 425 miles, 79 cents a mile, right? But I had to make a stop in Sacramento. I may make a stop in Stockton. And then sometimes they'll have me make another stop, right? About an hour, per an hour's pay for each terminal, whatever, what have you. It's an extra $60. So I'll hit like close to $400, right? Or actually a little over 400. Be like, usually make like 420, 415 to like 450 is usually what I'm making per day, But yeah, that's average for me, like 450 to 500 a day. So all that money on top of 12 hours of pay, right? So 12 hours pay is like $360 when I did the math, $31.68 an hour times 12, right? So we get that on top of holiday pay, okay? I'm sorry, on top of our regular work. Our holiday pay is that $31.68 times 8, and then you add that on top of whatever you make for the day. So that's pretty nice. You could very easily make $700 to $1,000 in a day working on the holiday. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, we get holiday pay for both those days. whether we work it or not, of course. And same thing, Thanksgiving and day after Thanksgiving. We got MLK, we got my anniversary, like when I started, like when I got hired, and then my seniority day, right? I think they call it birthday and then seniority day, right? So like I got hired September 8th, right? That's like my birthday, I think, like work birthday. And then my seniority day, right, is the 13th of when I like actually started working, getting my hands dirty on that dock. I'm a road driver now for those of you who are just joining. So anyway, with that said, there's other holidays on top of that. Right now I'm at the point where I get 2 weeks of vacation, right? 2 weeks of vacation on that. But if you guys have ever tried this drink, comment below, Bib and Tucker. Let me know how it is, if I'm gonna enjoy it or not. And I've got the Liga Privada finer cigar, Liga Privada, and the Liga Privada and the Partagas. So there you have it. I think my wife just rolled up with the food. So I'm gonna cut this one. Like I said, all of you guys, thanks for being in the live. Everyone, enjoy your weekend. If you have any questions, I'm gonna ramble on for 5 more minutes. And then after that, I'm gonna cut it off. So Brody's chilling over there. He's also ready to answer your questions. If you have any questions for Lee Rhodes. And then Tickawicka, Tic Tac Paddywhack, give that dog a bone, the boy. If you got any questions for him, he's ready to answer any and all questions. But honestly, guys, thank you so much for being in here in the live. I appreciate you guys, appreciate your time. Channel Mr. by the Mile is nothing without you. Why am I not disclosing my other YouTube channel? It's just my own choice. I just don't want to disclose the other one just yet. I want it to pop out and hit people in the face one day like, hey, I know this fool. I know that guy. So it's gonna be interesting. I think I've really enjoyed making content on this channel. I've even kind of considered maybe bringing this channel to a close. It depends how the other channel does. If you guys don't want this channel completely shut down, let me know in the comments and I will keep the party rolling. We are high functioning ADHD around here, my man. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyways, you guys, if you have any more trucking questions, anything like that, I will also still be uploading travel content here, mostly as shorts. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna make full-scale videos because I gotta film it twice, right? I can't upload the same video on Mr. by the Mile that I am on my other one. Like YouTube's gonna catch that and be like, dude, no, you can't do that. So like I'll have to alter some things. Like if I put a full video here on Mr. by the Mile, then I'm going to have to edit the one that's for my other channel, right? I'm gonna have to put it back in iMovie or whatever platform I'm using to edit and edit it specifically so it can be different, you know, so YouTube doesn't catch it like, hey bro, this is the same video on 2 different channels. You can't do that. Like I'm gonna have to, you know, make some alterations. So if you guys have tips for that as well, put them in the comment section below. Each and every one of you is important. Each and every one of you is loved. And each and every one of you is appreciated. Christ loves you. I love you. My dogs love you. My family loves you for supporting me on this freaking awesome channel. It's been 6 years. Like this feels good. This is fun. I love turning on a camera and communicating with you guys. Even if sometimes like the feedback's a little negative, like it's all good. I'm gonna start trying to be a little bit more real with you guys. Like I've been real this whole time, don't get me wrong. But I think sometimes the way I deliver my message, I can bring a little more energy into it. Sometimes I know I can be a little monotone, especially when I start talking union and money. Like people kind of get like turned off by it because I get it. Like if you're not in the same position as me, you can look at me and be like, dude, F you, bro, and your money. Like you're just trying to show off. And I'm not, bro. Like all I'm trying to communicate is that you can have what I have here in the career I'm working in right now. You can organize and bring the Teamsters Union in wherever you guys are at. Let's say 51% of you, if you want to organize, they've got to organize you. You know, you've got to become union. I'm not saying it's not going to be a battle, but the direction that this world is heading in, they don't want us to be unionized. They don't want to give us benefits. They want us to be working slaves. And don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying that non-union are slaves and union isn't. We are all slaves in some way. But what develops a healthy mindset is having good work ethic, right? We all need to work in some way. If we didn't work and have this economy and everything within it running the way it does, lights, gas, the electricity, all that, we would be working triple as hard to keep fires going, to hunt for food, but people would be more connected, don't you think? People would be more connected with one another. Yeah, that's the word, right? The human condition is body, soul, and spirit, right? Our souls communicate with each other. Our spirits communicate with each other. The soul is in direct communication with the Lord, and body is body, right? We enjoy one another, husbands and wives, right? And come together. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I love you all. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys on the next video. Adios.